Hi students, this is Mrs. Laybourne and this is section 10.7, Interpret the Discriminant. The quadratic formula tells us the solutions for x. And hopefully you have enjoyed some of the songs and it's in your head. So x equals negative b, or the opposite of b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. Now the discriminant is the expression b squared minus 4ac. In other words, the expression under the radical sign. The discriminant does not include the radical sign, it's just the expression underneath. It gives us a lot of information about the equation or about its graph. If b squared minus 4ac, in other words the discriminant, is positive, then the equation has two solutions and its graph has two x-intercepts. If b squared minus 4ac equals 0, then there's only one square root of 0. We don't have to put plus or minus. And so we're only going to get one solution for the equation, and its graph only has one x-intercept. If b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, or a negative number, then in our real number system there's no real solution because we're not able to find the square root of a negative number, and its graph has no x-intercepts. In other words, the graph is going to be all above the x-axis, or it's all going to be below the x-axis. Again, the discriminant gives us some very useful information. Sometimes we don't need to know the value for x. We just need to know that it has a solution, that it's possible for it to happen. Before we get into those application problems in class, I'd like you to look at this example. So the directions say, tell how many solutions for the equation below. And my equation is going to be 3x squared plus 8x equals negative 7. So first I'd get my equation in standard form. So I'd add 7 to both sides. And I'd have 3x squared plus 8x plus 7 equals 0. In other words, a is equal to 3, b is equal to 8, and c is equal to 7. So I'm going to use my discriminant, b squared minus 4ac, and substitute the values for b, a, and c. So I have 8 squared minus 4 times 3 times 7. And that would be equal to 64 minus 84, or negative 20. Since that's less than 0, the equation has no real solutions. And that's all it was asking me. In the next example, it says tell how many x-intercepts for the graph of the equation below. And my equation is going to be y is equal to x squared minus 9x. So notice when I have solutions for the equation, I have no y in the problem. But when I'm graphing, of course I need an x and a y. And so we're looking for the x-intercepts. We're looking for the value for x when y is 0. So find the values for a and b and c. Use your discriminant and then come back to the video and see if you have the same number of x-intercepts as I have. Okay, press pause and then come back. Okay, so my discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. When I substitute, because a is 1, b is negative 9, and c is 0, since there is no constant term, I have negative 9 quantity squared minus 4 times 1 times 0, which would give me 81. Since it's a positive number, I will have 2 x-intercepts. Hopefully you had the same answer that I did, and that using the discriminant seems easy for you, and you'll be able to do some practice problems in class. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.